I know this is a different setting. I'm trying things out right now. So don't pay attention to this little skid marks right here. Okay. I'm going to do something with that soon, but I'm tired. Okay. I'm having allergies. Where am I? Villains. Sometimes we love them, sometimes we don't. Sometimes villains are born evil. Sometimes villains are good, then they turn evil. And then some villains are evil, then they turn good. Did I say that already? Nah, well, anyway, so today I am revealing my top 3 favorite movie characters that were dubbed as villains, but really and truly they are not. To me. To me. Maybe not to y'all, but to me. So let's just get into it. Coming in at number 3 of my top 3 movie characters that were dubbed as villains but are not villains to me is Megan. I'll wait. Tell me. She was supposed to protect Katie, and she did. She's supposed to eliminate those who were evil, like that little boy. He had to go. And plus, she didn't even unalive that kid. She chased him, but he ran, tripped on a stick, rolled down the hill, and the car just, ooh, excuse me. Yeah, y'all saw that. Where did she no proof. No proof at all. And the dog, Katie, her toy arrow, was like halfway into the neighbor's yard and halfway into Jim's yard, and there was a hole at the bottom of the fence. That's that neighbor's fence. Supposed to fix that. So when what's her name? Megan about to get it, the neighbor's dog chewed her butt up. And then Katie was coming there for a rescue, rescue, rescue. And guess what happened? The dog bit Katie. You can see Megan's face that she did not like that, didn't like that dog, nor the neighbor. So what she do? She unalived both of them. Now she did kind of went a little bit overboard with that neighbor, with the water pressure. Ooh, pressure water. Is it water pressure? Pressure water? Pressure water. What's wrong with me today? If you saw the uncut version, oh my gosh, huh? That's that's brutal. But and Jim's boss, I can't stand him. He needs to go. And a dude who was stealing the information, he needs to go. And I think that's the reason why there's a Megan 2.0. Really and truly, she was protecting Katie. And like Megan said to Jim, was like, why am I a victim? I mean, not victim, why am I a villain? I'm trying to make the world a better place for our children. So y'all want protection for children, but when somebody does it, it's wrong. And then it was like, it's just how you do. You unalive people. But those 4 people did it. That little boy, no. Sorry, no. But she was given everything. The clothing, when she first came into Jim and Katie's home with the glasses, how she took off the, excuse me, I can't talk right now, how she took off the glasses and just looked around. Oh gosh, that is such little queen behavior. She just gives everything. And her playing on the piano. It's like toy soldier. I try to say. I'm off key today. I'm tired, y'all. Oh gosh, I have allergies. Toy soldier. Da, 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 da. Toy soldier. Oh, I love that song. If y'all, man, I was little when that came out. Now that I just felt like that Katie just like turned her back on her. I don't care. It's like, why the fight? Why not just live in harmony? And then here comes Megan 2.0. Really, truly just proves my point. She's not really a villain. Okay. Y'all gonna have Bruce, the fight Megan? How dare y'all? So Megan is number 3 of my top 3 movie villains that are not villains. Coming in at number 2 of my top 3 movie characters that are villains but are not to me is My girl, Yeizma from the Emperor's New Groove. You see, I'm trying to like be like her in a way with my outfit. What y'all think? I mean, because she was given the ultimate queen behavior. She is the show. She is the star. She is everything. She is the moment and will always be the moment. As people who have watched The Emperor's New Groove, ask them, do they not like Yeizma? No, because most of them do, especially if you are a grown adult. Because if you look at the movie and pay attention to the storyline, you realize that really and truly Cusco is the villain, Yzma is the victim. Yzma raised Cusco, and she was in his seat taking care of business on his behalf, and then he got mad and fired her. He gave her the pink slip and basically calling her, oh, that she is like dinosaur like. Like, you are so rude. You realize how rude he was to those women at the beginning of the movie. Like, hate your hair. No, no, no. And let me guess, you have a great personality. And you see one of the girls trying to like, oh, like, ooh, ooh. And Yzma was doing what everybody wanted to do, but were afraid to do. It's just it didn't work. She thought that Cusco went, but no. And then she making sure that he goes. Now, is she any different if she were to rule? Well, we haven't seen it yet. Maybe from the beginning. But I don't think it would be any different. But I would have her on the throne. Yes, I would. I don't know if she would like me or not. But hey, you know what? Yes, I will be a punk and kiss her feet. She deserves it. But I will say how she treated Kronk was so unfair. She was a little bit of a villain with Kronk. Because Kronk is such a sweetheart. And he loves Yzma. And, oh my gosh. Kronk, why do I think that you can do this? It's like I'm talking to a monkey. A really, really big, stupid monkey named Kronk. And you want to know something else? I never liked your Spanish puffs. Never. Like, not the Spanish puffs, girl. Like, But when it comes to Cusco, no, she's not a villain. She was never a villain. She was us. We wanted to harm Cusco. Yes, he turned good. He's one of the villain characters that turned cocky, bit evil, then good. But Yzma, no. Give me one reason. I'll wait. Can't wait. You can't wait. I cannot wait. I don't have time. None of us have time. Plus, when she turned to a kitty, she was real cute. Squeakers. Squeaking. So cute. Is that my voice? Yeah. I mean, and Eartha Kitt, my gosh. Like, she was the one of the original Catwoman. And now she, like, does the voice of one of the best villain characters in Disney. Is I mean, she gives one liners. Yzma gives one liners. People like that. Oh, the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. Why do you even have that lever? Like, I mean, you can quote Yzma like any day, every day, any day, and she's my queen. And that's why I'm trying to be like her as much as possible. Well, hold on, not as much as possible because I don't have that queen-like behavior, darling. I think I do, but I don't know. But yes, coming in at number 2 of my top 3 movie characters that are villains, but not to me, is Yeizma from The Emperor's New Groove. Coming in at number 1 of my top 3 movie characters that are villains, but are not to me, is Mrs. Gulch / the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. If you want to know what my favorite movie of all time is, it's The Wizard of Oz. Always has been and still is to this day. And I will reenact every scene from that movie. I used to have a stuffed tiger named Toto. Now I have a stuffed um, dog named Toto. And I used to have a basket that my neighbor had weaved because she weaved basket and she gave that for a present. I don't know if it was for my birthday or not, just like Dorothy's. And oh my gosh, I love the movie. And I thought the Wicked Witch of the West and Mrs. Gulch was just nasty. I thought she was just a nasty character. Now that I've gotten older and paid attention to the story, Mrs. Gulch and the Wicked Witch of the West had every right to be angry. They, she, Mrs. Gulch and the witch, no, she is not a villain. First of all, Miss Gulch, Dorothy, like the dude who played as a scarecrow said, why don't you use your brain? Why don't you take another route so you won't have to go right by Mrs. Gulch's house where Toto will get into her yard and chase the cat? This is not like a one-time occasion. This is like multiple occasions. So you don't know how to control your dog, Dorothy. And your dog bit Mrs. Gulch on the leg. So by law, yes, he had to be put down. Now, how she went about it, kind of like this pompous, like, yeah, it was kind of like, girl, calm down, all right? But see, you know, and Dorothy is like, it's like Dorothy would have Auntie Em and Uncle Henry to always clean up her mess, and she was always ungrateful. I think they've been telling her, and she had not listened. Kind of remind me of someone that I know, but I'm not going to reveal the name. And then here comes the Wicked Witch of the West. Now it's no fault of Dorothy's. Come to she realized that the house dropped on the Wicked Witch of the West's sister, the Wicked Witch of the East. And when the Wicked Witch of the West came, now Glinda's there, the shoe is gone. The shoe was off of the Wicked Witch of the West's sister and was right on Dorothy's feet. And then the witch was like, give me back my shoes. Those are my shoes. And then Glinda was like, no, keep tight because it must hold some magical powers. I said, yeah, but it's not Dorothy's shoes. Give their shoes back. And the thing is, I say the real villain now is Glinda. Because at the end, did you not hear her that Dorothy had always can go home right back to Kansas? It's like, Dorothy was like, but I have. And then Glinda was like, all she had to do was click her heels 3 times. And then Scarecrow was like, why didn't you tell her that before? And she wouldn't believe me. What? You meant to tell me, like, see, the Wiz, Dorothy had to learn something. Had to face her fears, and she had to go through the journey. And, like, Glinda and the Wiz is like, home is always there. It's always there. It's you. With Glinda, it's like, if I would have told her, she wouldn't have believed me. I think if you would have told her, she would have clicked her heels 3 times and gone home. It's not like that Glinda said in The Wizard of Oz that I'm clicking again. That she said to Dorothy that I could have told her, but I want her to learn something and realize that sometimes when you get into trouble, you realize who you're affecting. And you got to be grateful that you came out of the situation. And, Dorothy realized that before meeting Oz. But no, it's like if I would have told her, she wouldn't believe me. So you wanted her to unalive the Wicked Witch of the West? I mean, it was no fault of Dorothy's in that because she's trying to put out the fire that the fire was on Scarecrow. Now I would say that the witch kind of went a bit too far, but it's like I get it. It's like, give me my shoes, and even Dorothy was like, "Hey, take them." But when the witch was about to get them, it's just like it shocked her, it electrified her a bit, or burned her, and Dorothy was like, I'm sorry, I didn't do it, but can I still have my dog? It's like, what? Like, no. Yeah, Mrs. Gulch and the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz are not villains at all. So you can come at me with that. And it's just like, give back her shoes. Give her back her shoes. That's it. Who cares what Glinda said? Glinda, how am I supposed to get home? And if Dorothy's supposed to croak, then she's supposed to croak. I'm sorry. I love the movie and I love Judy Garland. Yes, I do love Judy Garland. But seeing the storyline, mm-mm. But you wouldn't believe me. Give me a freaking break. So no. It just and Mrs. Gulch. No, she wasn't a villain. She was a victim. Dorothy needed to control her dog. Wicked Witch of the West. No, give her her shoes. Glenda, I'm looking at you. So Mrs. Gulch and the Wicked Witch of the West come in at number one of my top three movie characters that were dubbed as villains but are not to me. Now that is it of my top three movie characters that were dubbed as villains but are not to me, and I stand my ground on them three. I do. Yeizma, Mrs. Gulch / Wicked Witch of the West, and Megan. What are your top three movie characters that people dubbed as villains, but to you they are not? Happy birthday to me! Yeah, yeah. Big 3-9, big 3-9, 39, 39, 39. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Yes. 39, yay. So I will see you next time, and I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depends on where you live at, and I will see you next time. So peace, love, and happiness to all of you. Stay cool, don't be no fool, and use a tool of what? Knowledge. Deuces. Bye.